I am curious, when you're trying to reach those voters in those 7 states that are so crucial to this election, we're seeing a media blitz from both candidates, and they're going on less traditional media outlets such as podcasts. Do you think that's the right strategy to reaching these voters, and how effective do you think it's going to be in these swing states?
Well, I'm going to say something radical. I think most of the free media is wasted. Most of the paid media is wasted. The resources of a campaign, both volunteer and financial, should be devoted to identifying voters who are for you and getting them out to vote. GOTV, traditional get out the vote activities and voter contact. Abraham Lincoln said it best in 1860: find them and vote them. Find them and vote them. Politics, in that sense, has never changed. So people overestimate the impact of any endorsement by anybody or any media show they're on, no matter when they air the media show. There are so few undecideds, real undecideds, not people who say they're undecided in polls. They're trying to avoid an argument. Many people are speaking over the telephone around friends and family, and they don't want them to know for whom they're voting. This is a volatile time. Makes perfect sense to me that a lot of people, for business reasons, for personal reasons, for family reasons, may want to keep their preferences to themselves. So you can see the picture that I'm painting. That is a picture of uncertainty and a picture that must be broad based. You can't just look at the paid media. You can't just look at the unpaid free media, that is TV shows, news shows, and the like. You can't just look at polling, both public and private. Sometimes the private polls are more accurate than the publicly available polls, because after all, those publicly available polls are paid for by the pollster and maybe individual sponsors that are not partisan. Whereas the private polls can be large sample polls, so they could get more accurate readings of certain subgroups. And they're designed to guide a campaign in the final days or weeks of a campaign. So you have to take a broad view. If you don't, you're going to be misled.
You're painting a big picture here, one that is uncertain as we're a month out from election day. But what are you looking at between now and then on election night? What are you having your eyes on?
On election night, I have a rule. And the times that I paid attention to it, I've been rewarded. And the times that I've gotten caught up in the excitement of anchors on TV or something else, or partisans who are calling or emailing, I've regretted it. And that is, take the early votes with a grain of salt. You don't really know where they're all coming from. You don't really know the specific practices, not only in each state, but also in the various localities in that state. They have some flexibility. So, are you getting early votes, people who voted well in advance of the election? Are you getting election day voting? Are you getting a combination? And from which localities are you securing those votes? So you just need to chill out. You just need to watch everything, take note of everything, but not get overly excited about anything.